And obviously, the voters spoke, and it's time to move forward. So I guess we'll call on a few speakers. Obviously, we're going to start with our Democratic Party cheerleader, a.k.a. the bully, Cornita Shays.
Thank you, Tom. And I just want to say, I want to start the evening by saying it looks like it's a good night for Democrats. I want to also start by thanking the Elks Lodge tonight, if everyone could just give them and the helpers a round of applause. And next, of course, I want to thank the committee and all of their hard work throughout the whole entire year. This sort of event and these sort of numbers don't happen without your participation and without the hard work and time that you put into it. Congratulations to all of the judges, Eric Gustafson, Jerry Charlo, Jerry Richards, and John Ritchie. I had a lot of different sort of speeches made out for this evening, but right now I would definitely just like to say thank you so much to Tim Offel. Congratulations. Congratulations to Matt Levere. And finally to Tim Courier. I just want to say, before Tim comes up and speaks, that it's been a pleasure working alongside him, as well as those who have participated in helping out with the campaign. We look forward to your leadership. It's an honor and a privilege to introduce you to the first time, the Mayor of Massena, Tim Courier.
Thank you, Massena. Thank you very much. I want to start my speech by thanking Mayor Hidy. I just spoke to him on the phone. He called to congratulate me. He was very gracious. He's pledged to work with me during this transition the next month. You know, he worked really hard the last 4 years to try to make Massena better. We owe him a debt of gratitude, so thank you to Mayor Hidy, please. I want to thank our trustee candidates. Boy, the voters had great choices this year. First of all, to Sean Gray for stepping forward and running. I want to thank Trish Wilson. Folks, she has been an honorable public servant for this community, served this community well for 8 years, so thank you to Trish Wilson. And to my two running mates, who I'm looking very forward to working with, Matt Levere and Tim Offel. Congratulations. I promise I'm going to be brief, but I do have a few people I want to thank, so if you would indulge me. First, my campaign team. We started meeting back in May and trying to outline a plan to get my vision out there and how we would work this campaign. They worked tirelessly doing a number of things, working on getting out the vote and getting the message out there and helping me get door to door with those door knockers and all the things that they did. So thank you very much to my great campaign team. And a few other quick thank yous, of course, the Democratic Party and our chair, Courtney. You know, it was great to have the sometimes subtle advice and sometimes outright advice of our party, of people that are very experienced. And it speaks well to having good friendships with a number of the people in this party that are able to reach out, give you advice. You take it or you don't, or you go in a different direction, or oftentimes you go in the same direction. But to have their support of this party, I greatly appreciate that. I also want to thank Organized Labor, who stood behind me and endorsed me in a number of ways. You know, they've been hit very hard in this community, Organized Labor, and they've had this party's back for years, and it's time we have their back. And all of you that helped going door to door, getting the word out there, putting stuff out on social media, talking to your friends, talking to your neighbors, carrying that message that we were trying to carry. I appreciate that. And believe it or not, oftentimes just the encouraging words that I got. And sometimes it was just as simple as a Facebook message or a text message. Hey, You're going to do it. You're going to be fine. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up, because it was a grueling campaign, sometimes more mentally than physically, you know, trying to hold down a full-time job and run a campaign. So your words of encouragement were well received, and I appreciate that. And most of all, to the people that cast their votes today, for understanding the vision that this party has for this community and where we want to take it. And I appreciate everyone that got out here and voted for us, and it's really wonderful. A big thank you, of course, is to my family, my son Nathaniel and my wife Emily. Of course, they're my biggest supporters, but they're the ones that really had to not just their support, but of course their love is really appreciated. There's a number of people from my family here. Thank you to all of them. My mom is here, my in-laws are here, my brother's here, my twin sister, my older twin sister. So I appreciate my big family support. And just that they came out and all voted I could win. So. You know, from the start of this campaign, I tried to get the message out there, which in my case was really the same way I tried to serve you as your police chief, is with optimism, belief in each other, belief in Massena, and the promise of uniting people. And, you know, together, I think we can bring Massena back. We've got difficult times ahead of us, lots of challenges, lots of problems to deal with. But I think, you know, if you look at the unity in this room, I can just imagine all of the great ideas and things that we can come up with if people become engaged again in local government. So, you know, I ask you to join this effort. Work with our village board to try to find some solutions that will work to turn this community around. The past is the past. We need to start thinking forward. How do we reinvent Massena so that we can go forward the next several years? Again, it's going to be challenging, it's going to be difficult, but we can do this. And finally, let me say this election's over, whether you voted for me or not. Please, come to the table, work with us, try to find a way to build unity in this community and to be optimistic and positive. Help us make those difficult decisions that work for all of us. Someday our lives will pass in front of our eyes. Let's make it something worth watching. Thank you so very much.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Don't get used to that.